Good.
When you first get into a place, have staff that was there with the previous staff, or maybe even multiple staffs that have been there for a while, and you have new coaches coming in, and the players, you don't have time invested in recruiting them, and they don't have time invested in you. And so there's a lot of relationship building that takes place and trust that has to be earned. And some guys get in line quick because they love it, they want to be a part of it, and some guys, wish it was the way it used to be. And so it takes time, to change the expectation and really how you work and why you work the way you do, and getting people all, not just players, but coaches and players together on being on the same page. It takes time to do that, and then as you start to bring in kids that you've recruited and they start to get to know the other players and they all start to become one family, and it's not an overnight process.
Family on two, 1, 2. Family.
It's Nissan's Bottom Line Model Year-End event. Get big clearance savings on the last of our 2018s. Like Rogue, with available Pro Pilot Assist.
Get a low $199 per month lease on Rogue, or get 0% financing for 60 months on 13 models.
But hurry, the Bottom Line and our 2018s are almost gone.
Get to Nissan, proud supporter of college athletics.
Best tailgate, brisket.
No, real football y pollo asado.
Hoops and wings. Dude, subs.
Hot dogs.
Chili dog.
No, Dodger dog.
It's gotta be crawfish.
Now you're talking. Burgers.
7-layer dip. Ribs. No contest.
Hummus.
What?
You need a hot grill.
And an ice-cold Coke.
Of course.
Football and Coke. Come on.
It's got to be Coke.
Game day.
Race day.
Calls for Coke.
You know it.
Grab yourself a Coke.
It's Tailgating 101.
The old saying, good things come to those who wait, is just that, old. Those good things, you have to get out there and chase them. We see it in the millions of people we fly around the world, all of them, living proof. Good things come to those who go.
It's Nissan's Bottom Line Model Year-End event. Get big clearance savings on the last of our 2018s. Like Rogue, with available Pro Pilot Assist.
Get a low $199 per month lease on Rogue, or get 0% financing for 60 months on 13 models.
But hurry, the Bottom Line and our 2018s are almost gone.
Get to Nissan, proud supporter of college athletics.
It's really the environment that's created, the expectations, the standards, the chemistry, the day-to-day way that your kids, your players, your coaches, all the staff members work together and for a common cause and really all understanding the things that go in behind it. There's so many moving parts, you know, and guys developing and all the things that happen behind that and the coaching. And I mean, it's hard to put it into a small sentence, but I mean, it really is what the standards of your program are and how they're carried forth in living proof every day. Make sure you're listening. You stand next to him, you learn, okay? Be a sponge. Jax, your little brother right here. Time to get it on, man.
Yes, sir. I think the health of the coach is in a really good position. I think we've had a lot of guys to buy in, and we have had our players actually buy in to what Coach Dorn and the football staff was trying to sell here at NC State. And the main thing is getting your best players to buy in. And then Coach Dorn doing a phenomenal job of making sure he had the right coaches in the right place, also hiring the right guys on staff. And I can say the standard is, and the guys will say the standard, because they understand it doesn't matter who they are. You can be the best player on the team or a new walk-on on the team. We treat them all the same, and the standard is the standard.
All right.
I got you.
All right, make sure you have good eyes. This ain't no mic, man. Hold on, let me hide the mic.
Trying to get that extra coaching in. Look, the camera right there. He's trying to get that extra coaching in.
You see what I deal with, man? You see what I deal with? You see what I deal with? Just keeping up with Coach Henry like the Kardashians, man.
Culture is the definition of your program. It's what you hang your hat on when all else, I guess, kind of settles. You know, it's what you believe in as a staff, as a university, particularly in terms of giving our players an idea of what to look forward to and how we're going to run our program. For me, culture is the genetic makeup of that specific team.
Good job, one play at a time. Be physical, man. Hey, Kelsey, work your tackling, man, work your tackling.
I've seen the worst of the worst. I've been exposed to a lot just in my life and growing up. And I mean, my grandmother always raised me according to the good book. I'm always gonna be one of those people who's always thankful for every opportunity that I've been given. And I think that's just part of who I am, you know. Obviously, the good Lord makes everybody a little different, but because of my rough upbringing to start my life, I'm just one of those guys who try to cherish every single moment and let my guys know how much I appreciate them, and let this coaching staff knows how much I appreciate them, because I know what it's like to be on the other end of that. I know what it's like to grow up and struggle. I know what it's like to lose my grandmother and lose my daughter within a matter of 3 weeks of each other, you know. And so I know what it's like to go through pain and suffering. And we get to come to work every day and do something that we love, you know. And so I'm gonna always be positive. I don't care what the circumstances are. I don't care what the situation is. I am going to always be positive, because that's who I am. As long as I'm breathing, I'm gonna be a positive human being.
I want you standing like this right here, Freddie. Looking at my hip, looking at my hip, looking at my hip. You be the wide receiver right now, I'll be the DB. All right, you're gonna take off. It's just, all right, you're gonna stutter down and run it in. All right, run it in route. All right, we're doing flyby technique. He gonna put up his hands, put up your hands. All right, hook and swat. It's just a quick little short area burst.
I think people are naturally resistant to change, you know, especially initially. But then when I sat back and realized how much the nickel was involved in this defense and how much it kind of expanded my horizon as a coach, you know, I've coached cornerbacks, I've coached safeties, and now as a nickels coach, I mean, I'm in the run game, I'm in the pass game as a covering a slot. Sometimes I'm in a post as a safety, and so like it's really like opened my field of vision of just being an overall better football coach up in terms of what we do schematically.
You said that one time be physical. Was I not physical?
No, you was good. You was good. You was good. Yeah. You was good. You was good. Come on, 10. You out here to conquer or survive, man.
When you love the game, the way I genuinely love the game, you start to appreciate that kind of thing, you know. And I'm just so excited I got a room full of awesome young men. I think that's the most exciting part, because I got really good kids to come in here and kind of teach and coach and mold every single day.
Well, really, it was his skill set. You know, he has played that position. He's played corner, he's played safety, he's coached corner, he's coached safety. And the nickel for us is a hybrid. It's really a guy that has to do a ton of different things. And it's been a position that I've coached, we've had GAs coach it, and just felt like being able to hire a 10th guy allowed us to put a full-time staff member in that position room with those guys, and it was a good fit. And he's a young coach that's still growing and learning, and him and Ted do a lot of things together because our safeties and nickels know each other's responsibilities. So they group coach that, and then they break up, and it's been really good for both of them.
Coach Rue, what's up, baby?
Part of what makes good culture is that people leave their own personal egos and agendas behind and are willing to work, to commit, and to sacrifice for the benefit of the overall organization. And I think that permeates here throughout our building. Everybody brings different experiences, different opinions, different ideas, and I think that's true with any organization if they're well thought out. And you know what? But it doesn't matter whose idea or whose opinion. At the end of the day, it's our way of doing things, and then we're all going to get in line and march and get it done.
It's been great having Ted here. For me personally as a head coach, to know that he's been in my chair, I mentioned that before, but it gives me that someone in the building that I can go to and say, hey, I'm dealing with this, would like your opinion. And to know that he's felt what I'm feeling, because it's a different chair than anyone else has. But then just his experiences with players, his experiences in recruiting, his experiences in game planning as a defensive coach, I think he's been great for those guys in that room and for our players.
I told Coach Dorn when Coach Roof first got here after about 15 minutes of hanging with each other and getting to know him a little bit, I was like, that guy's really gonna elevate my career. He's really gonna put me over the top because he's so well-rounded, he's so smart. He's been a head coach, he's been a championship D coordinator, like he's seen it all. Having him here, I mean, it's truly been an absolute blessing because I've learned in my time with that guy, I've learned so much from just how he sees things, how he understands things. And it's not just football, you know, it's a lot about life. I mean, he's been an amazing addition to this staff, man, because I mean, he understands the big picture. I mean, he's done some of everything, you know. Anytime you have a guy like that in your program, he's only going to be a plus, you know, and he's been all that and then some for us.
You know, it feels like yesterday that I started coaching, and you know, I was kind of reflecting this summer, and you know, now all of a sudden I'm one of the older coaches, and I'm a whole lot closer to the end of my career than I am the beginning of my career, and as a compilation of all the lessons and all the experiences, to know that at one point and at some point for all of us, this thing ends, and to maximize and enjoy every single day, every single minute I'm with our players and with our coaches. You know, competing against NC State as both a player and a coach, you realize the passion for football here at NC State and the pride in NC State, being part of NC State. You felt that when you played against them here. You felt that. And then now being on the other side of the fence, it's good to have that behind you. The passion and the excitement and just the enthusiasm for football, and not just football, but the enthusiasm for representing NC State.
Just the buzz that's growing around this state, the buzz that's growing around this place. I think Coach Dorn has done a tremendous job in kind of building it all up. I mean, he's provided that it's been because of the culture that he has established, you know, the kind of kids that he wants in this program, the kind of coaches that he wants in this program. And so all that is kind of like flowed over, and now you kind of get NC State at its best, you know. You kind of get the rise of NC State, and I think it's going to be truly, truly something special when this thing really starts to come together when we start the season.
Great job, man. I thought y'all came out here to conquer. All right, it was some survivors out here, guys just trying to get through because it's hot and all that stuff, but I thought this unit came out here to conquer today, man. I appreciate it. All right, get us a break, Griff.
Best tailgate, brisket.
No, real football y pollo asado.
Hoops and wings. Dude, subs.
Hot dog.
Chili dog.
No, Dodger dog.
It's gotta be crawfish.
Now you're talking. Burgers.
7-layer dip. Ribs. No contest.
Hummus.
What?
You need a hot grill.
And an ice cold Coke.
Of course.
Football and Coke. Come on.
It's got to be Coke.
Game day.
Race day.
Calls for Coke. You know it.
Grab yourself a Coke.
It's Tailgating 101.
The Learfield Directors Cup, the highly recognized mark of distinction in college athletics across all divisions, both men's and women's sports. Follow your favorite team's pursuit for excellence in this prestigious annual award through thedirectorscup.com, USA Today, or at L Directors Cup on Twitter or Facebook. Learfield Directors Cup, the crowning achievement in college athletics since 1993.
It's the Ford Summer Sales Event, and now is the best time to buy.
You ready for this, Junior?
Yeah, I think I can handle it.
No pressure. That's just my favorite boat.
Boom.
Make summer go right with Ford, America's best-selling brand, and get our best deal of the summer. 0% financing for 60 months on F-150. During the Ford Summer Sales Event, get 0 for 60 plus $2,800 cash back on select F-150s at your Carolina Ford dealer.
With today's tools, all the information you need is just a click away.
I'm going to show you how to remove the...
And as a member of an electric cooperative, you have access to lots of valuable tools. Tools that help you do it yourself when it comes to controlling your home energy use and budget, leaving you free to be Dad.
Listen, get up here. We're on the back side of the protection now. All right, the punter is punting the ball to the left. All right, as we step, same thing. Now my mental weight's on my right toe, stepping with my left. I'm trying to get to the number 9, the inside number, and this is flatten and disrupt. All right, I'm gonna rip through the inside of the bag. Again, we always want our body between the man and the block spot for the punter. Everybody understand that?
And we have a bunch of guys that don't come to work because they have to work. They come because they love it, and they want to be around the game. They want to be around the staff. There's great relationships. There's a lot of guys in this building that know each other, you know, on a very personal level. They know each other's families. Their parents know each other, and you know, it's just a big family feel. And that's exactly what you want. You know, you want to walk up and down the hallways, the different floors in your building, and see guys hanging out. See them hanging out with staff members, see them having fun, and then walk into the workspaces where they're grinding and see them loving that grind and pushing each other and having passion for each other as they improve.
So as I release, I got to get vertical in my release so that I'm cutting off the returner. All right, clap it up.
It's the most all football time you get with them for the entire year. And so your installation, your detail, the amount of time you can spend with them, talking about our culture, talking about the playbook, talking about, you know, the special teams elements, the game situations, and then being able to watch it on film, walk through it. But there's a delicate balance. It's the magic of what we do, I think, you know, of understanding the heat, of understanding the reps. Your depth day in and day out changes. You know, whether you have a guy with an ankle or an illness, you know, you could go from 5 guys in a line to 3 guys in a line quickly, and that matters.
Feels good to be out here. We got some nice cloud coverage today.
I think there's a lot to love about fall camp. I think you're coming into a facility every single day where people are catering on you to be your best physically and mentally. I think you're showing up every morning and being with your friends. I mean, shoot, we're playing football every day, so it can't be that bad. You can just learn a lot from each other during this time. The time we get to spend with each other is priceless. And I think, you know, that's one of the parts about fall camp, that you're just always around guys, so you just really get to know guys.
Let's have a day, baby. Hey, Fed, let's have a day. Whip. Sir. Let's have a day. Speed, keep on. Damn, you already swimming, bro?
There was a lot of things that I, you know, contemplated, and there was a lot of reasons that I ended up deciding on coming back for. Mainly, I think it was, you know, the team and some of the relationships I've made with teammates. I think all our coaches coming back was a big deal for me too, because that, you know, you want to talk about culture. I think that's kind of their culture that they've developed on the offensive side of the ball. So I feel like I was just, you know, it was just a good fit. Everything was just kind of rolling. We played really well in the bowl game. Felt like that we could keep that momentum going. Just wanted to come back and just keep building, good relationships. And then I think I was just at a really good point in my life. I wanted to finish my master's degree, and I was able to do that in the spring. So that was a big part of it. And then just coming back and playing better football. I think, last season was not my best product by any means on film. I think I'm hard on myself, but I think I know I can play a lot better. And I know we can play a lot better and perform a lot better. So just excited for what we're going to be able to accomplish.
Here we go. Down front. Nice run, Brady. Yep. You guys are shoulder to shoulder. There we go. Hey, let's huddle on the field. Let's huddle on the field.
Yesterday, it was good, man. It was good. Now consistency in that performance every day.
Yes, sir.
Every day. Fight through, fight through, fight through. No surrender.
When I first got here, I don't think people bought in and stuff. Different people came in and out, but it's people want to do extra work and put extra work in. There's guys that try to help you and stuff. When I first got here, some seniors and stuff won't help the young guys because they were scared that they'd probably take their job or take some of their plans on. But now you see people helping each other out, getting better, working with coaches and trusting the process and helping each other get better.
Oh, big time. Let me stay away from him, big time. Oh my God. I'm trying to work over here big time.
Okay, I see you today. Later on in practice.
I just think this started all of us coming together as a family, getting to know them as an individual, so you can help them understand their background, where they came from, and help them become a man. Then just talking about football and why they love football, the reason why they came to play football. This help them remember why they came here and why they want to be great.
Reach it down to the right. On the whistle, give me 2. There we go.
Well, maximizing our opportunity, I don't care what you do in life, is key. We don't get the practice back, we don't get the meeting back, we don't get a game back. And I think when people operate that way, they're going to maximize every single second of that day. There's no way you can tell me that your competition's always doing that. And so our goal is to try to be better than our competition. And a lot of times that's ourselves. We have to try to get through the conversations that can take place in your own head, and try to get better, than we were the day before. And that's my job, is to push these guys and our staff's job to push the players, and the players' job to push themselves, and we just talk about that a lot. The one more in our language that we have around here is find one more thing you can do better today than you did yesterday.
The old saying, good things come to those who wait, is just that, old. Those good things, you have to get out there and chase them. We see it in the millions of people we fly around the world, all of them, living proof. Good things come to those who go.
Best tailgate, brisket.
No, real football y pollo asado.
Hoops and wings.
Dude, subs.
Hot dog.
Chili dog.
No, Dodger dog. It's gotta be crawfish.
Now you're talking. Burgers.
7-layer dip. Ribs. No contest.
Hummus.
What?
You need a hot grill.
And an ice cold Coke.
Of course.
Football and Coke. Come on.
It's got to be Coke.
Game day.
Race day.
Calls for Coke. You know it.
Grab yourself a Coke.
It's Tailgating 101.
With today's tools, all the information you need is just a click away.
I'm going to show you how to remove the...
And as a member of an electric cooperative, you have access to lots of valuable tools. Tools that help you do it yourself when it comes to controlling your home energy use and budget, leaving you free to be Dad.
This university is on a march to achieve our full potential.
We help empower each other to dream big and do big.
That's why I really love our slogan, Think and Do. When you get these folks from NC State, they don't mind rolling up their sleeves and getting their hands dirty.
Companies want to hire NC State students.
We make something impossible possible.
We've been equipped to go out there and do great things and to change the world.
It's in the DNA of the place. We're here to think and do the extraordinary.
This portion of One with Wolfpack Football is presented by Coca-Cola Zero Sugar, bringing real Coke taste with 0 sugar and 0 calories to Wolfpack fans everywhere.
We did an event a couple of nights ago that was pretty special, I think, to see how much fun our team had, how much we enjoyed that night, how much fun the participants had, and I think it was truly special to just kind of see guys interacting with the participants and see their smiles on their faces, and it was pretty incredible. So just at a time where at fall camp where everyone's starting to get a little bit fatigued, a little bit tired, for us to be able to kind of flip the switch and change some lives like that was pretty cool.
The standards are just really off the field, personal characteristics that are important to us for success on and off the field. Everything we talk to these guys about is trying to help them become the best version of themselves, as a football player, obviously as a student and as a man growing up. In the 4 to 5 year window that you have, I think there's certain things that we really talk about in the process of getting better.
I think culture just means how a group or an organization does things. What are they about? What are some of the things that are important to them? How do they go about their business? And as far as our culture, I think our culture has changed a bunch since I've been here, and I think that's our job. I think our job as veteran players and older players is to leave this place better than we found it. And I think that's kind of the thing that runs through all of our minds as we're kind of going from year to year at this school and this program. Is just how can we leave this place better than we found it.
Growing up, it was all about family. It's basically you share with your brother no matter what. You give your brother your last. This will be a better outcome when you serve people. So I think this is a great opportunity to keep on growing as an individual and becoming a great man. You got to sacrifice for your kids. So I think this will help me become a better father in the future.
I think if you're a player in this program, you honor the culture by when you leave this place, you're chasing 2 dreams. An academic one and obviously a football one when you're here. We're gonna coach you hard and tough. But you honor the culture by being respectful, and always believing and trusting us in everything that we do. Our culture is built around hard, tough together. Blue collar, hard working, young men that come into this program, and those are the kind of men that he wanted in this program that were gonna kind of help blossom this culture, for it to be where we're at today. I think it's really cool, and it's been special thus far.
It's pretty special, the culture we have, and it's pretty special, the relationships that guys build. I don't think I've ever been a part of something personally where I was as close to people as I am now. I think there's a cool understanding amongst just the senior veteran players on this team that is pretty special. I think there's just a lot of really irreplaceable friendships.